Welcome back to episode number 4 of Fixing the Foxes, and after last episode where we just went to absolute pieces, we are back here on the 26th of December. We have £27 million in the transfer budget. We have a little bit more wage budget as well to play with, hopefully to make some signings over this January transfer window. Before we get into this episode properly, we're going to have a quick look at the World Cup. So if you want to be surprised by the end of it, don't look at anything above the groups. It's very hard not to see it anyway. But in Group A, we saw Holland and Ecuador qualify over Senegal and Qatar. England and USA qualified from Group B. Argentina and Poland from Group C. Group D saw France and Tunisia. Group E was Spain and Germany. Group F was Belgium and Morocco. Group G was Switzerland and Brazil. And Portugal and Uruguay were from Group H. In the second round, USA beat the Netherlands by 1-0. Argentina beat Tunisia 4-0. England beat Ecuador 3-0. France beat Poland 2-1. Morocco beat Spain 2-1 in a bit of a surprise. Uruguay beat Switzerland on penalties after a 2-2 draw. Germany beat Belgium on penalties after a 1-1 draw. And Portugal knocked out Brazil by 1-0. In the quarterfinals, USA beat Argentina by 3-1. Uruguay won in extra time by 1-0 over Morocco. I was going to say Mexico then, Morocco. England beat France on penalties after a 1-1 draw, and Germany beat Portugal in extra time by 1-0. The semi-finals were England against Germany. England beat Germany by 5-2, nearly a replica of that fantastic 5-1 performance back in 2000, I want to say, 2001. Memory can't serve me correctly there. USA beat Uruguay in their semi-final by 2-0. And if you've already seen it, actually we'll show you the third and fourth place playoff first. Germany beat Uruguay by 2-1. And the final, you've already seen it at the top, I bet that. USA beat England on penalties, 1-1 in the game. They won on penalties. Top goal scorers for the tournament: Tammy Abraham got 5, Lewandowski got 5, Lukaku got 4, Ansu Fati was the best player of the tournament, James Ward-Prowse got 4 assists. Diatta and Mane from Senegal were the second best assist makers with 3 and 2. Most player of the matches: Enner Valencia, Taylor from the Netherlands, and João Felix from Portugal. Clean sheet: Emi Martinez, Zach Steffen and Mark Flecken with 4, 4 and 3. And top yellow cards: Nathan Ake, Martinez from Argentina, and McKennie from USA. So America are world champions. Absolute shocking. I'm guessing this is just one of those beta things where random stuff happened. Have a quick look at the final. I mean, it was a pretty even final. England 13 shots to 10, 4 shots to 2 in favour of America. XG was slightly in England's favour. It was actually 0-0 going into extra time. Harry Kane was sent off in extra time as well. Grealish scored, assisted by Maddison. Is it DK? I think it's got the equaliser on 109 minutes, a minute later. And then the penalties: John Stones missed, and they made all 5 of their penalties, winning the penalty shootout and winning the World Cup. What a shock that is. Did not expect to see that on the end of this World Cup. But United States world champions. We've also had a couple of transfers out as well. Is it a couple or just the one? No, just the one. Danny Ward has gone to Al Ain for £4.6 million. We'll look to reinvest that. That's obviously including that 26 million that we've got. We'll look to reinvest that as best as we can. But we've had a lot of money come in this transfer window. 128 million come in, only 48.5 million spent. So we're looking to spend some of this money in the coming weeks over this January transfer period, because we really need to turn things around. We still are on an F with the board. It is become recognised as best as the rest that they're devastated about. So a couple of wins and we could be back, making them slightly happier. The schedule has us playing Villa, Palace and Southampton in this episode. We might show the highlights of the Fulham game as well, depending on how long this episode goes. But that is the plan for today, and we'll get into that right now. Marty now, bringing it out from the back into Fires. Mateus, Samari now trying to go past his man. Maddison knocks it back to Fires, and the ball switched out to the right hand side, and James Justin infield to Samari. Samari looking for that ball through. McGinn cuts it out, and he'll, under a bit of pressure, gives it back to Martinez, fires it long. Jose Perez is going to go up for this. Wout Fires wins it, and Marty can bring it over halfway now into Madison. Little 1-2. Samari now. Ball through. Vardy gets there first. Hits a shot, and Vardy always scores against Aston Villa. And it is 1-0, and it's going to be checked for offside. Goal stands. It is Leicester 1, Villa 0. Away from home here, 2 minutes into this game. It was a brilliant ball through from Samari. Great run from Jamie Vardy. First time shot across Martinez, inside of the post. It is 1-0, and we'll have a quick look at the lines here, because it was checked into Samari. Here comes Vardy just here. Perfectly timed run. And he gets onto that first time finish across the goalkeeper with his right foot. It is 1-0. Luca Dean goes infield to Philip Coutinho. Coutinho into the box, fires a shot. What a save from Lafont. And Bailey keeps it in, but it's cleared away. And James Justin can bring it away. Get away with it there. Great save from Alban Lafont. And that is what we need him to produce, because we need to get back to winning ways. We've got the lead and we just need to kind of stick this out now. A second before half time would be ideal though. Bailey now into the Leicester half. He's got a bit of space to run into. Great challenge by Soyuncu. Can Thomas get there first? He can't, and Sanson gives it to Ozzy Perez. Coutinho. Luca Dean on the left hand side now, looking to get into the ball, gives it in field to Coutinho. He pulls it back on Armati, clears that away, but Dean with his back to goal collects it, gives it back to Conte now. Luca Dean in field to Kamara. McGinn, nice little one touch passing into Coutinho, is away from his man, and Coutinho equalises half an hour in, third of the season for Philip Coutinho. It was a really well worked move there from Aston Villa. It is 1-1. Couple of quick passes, got them into position. Digne into Kamara, he's ball into McGinn, into Sansom, and his first time ball into Coutinho, who touches it away from Armati, and he beats Lafont in that one-on-one position. 1-1. James Justin collects that, and it's a poor touch, and Luca Dino can bring it away. And this is what we didn't want. We get that early goal, and we're just inviting pressure onto us with poor passing. And Leon Bailey now into Sansom. Sansom getting away from his man, gives it to Chambers, who's got some space infield, and Luke Thomas can cut that out. And oh, not again. Not another day of this. Chambers now on the near side, puts the ball, takes a deflection, hits the bar, and Armati can clear it away, but he just smashes it into the path of Luca Dean. And it's passes like that at the back that is really causing us problems. Lewis Muriel is playing a 6.4. He has gone to pieces since hitting double figures, and that is a worry. Maddison to Thomas, gets that ball in. Bailey heads it away. Samara is going to pick it up with his back to goal, gives it into Soyuncu now. Switches out to Justin on this near side, trying to get away from his man. Back to Armati. Pressure is on, he's forced all the way back. Samara now into Maddison. A couple of quick passes might free someone. Vardy into Muriel. Was he onside? He's missed the target. Oh, that is not what we needed there. I thought when he finds himself in that position, he would have found the back of the net. No such luck. As Samara is caught on it there, Ings is forced to go back to Bednarak, and we get away with a quick break there as that ball looks for Buendia. Soyuncu, and it's another mistake. And Danny Ings makes it 2-1, and it's mistakes that are just allowing goals in. It doesn't matter what day of the week it is now. Sanson gives it out to Chambers. He looks for Buendia. Soyuncu gets it and just miscontrols it. And I don't know what you do to stop that. It's 2-1, half an hour to play. Justin keeps that in there. The touch was poor, and it's giving it away again. And Wout Fires just smashes in there to win that back. And Luke Thomas now on the far side. Can he get past man infield to Vardy? Vardy. And he's dispossessed, and here come Villa again on the counter-attack, and this is what they're doing so well, out to De Fructus on this near side. Digne now, he'll run over halfway into the last half, gives it back to De Fructus, infield to Ings, inside channel, back to De Fructus, no one goes with him, and Lafont down to his left makes the save, and just conceding chances. We've only had the one shot on target, as Buendia will put this corner in. Conte gets up, 3-1, game set, and match here surely, and I have no idea. Justin gives it away this time to McGinn, and that's, again, just so sloppy. And Muriel dispossesses him, and of course he doesn't score, because apparently he can't score now. He's got his quota of 10, and that's him done for the season, apparently. Maddison will whip this ball in with an in-swing. Hopefully he can create some kind of panic in the Villa box. Nope, Martinez collects it on the edge of his 6-yard box, and it is still 3-1. Daka looks out wide, and that's another poor ball by one of our players. This time it's Patson Daka, who's been on the pitch literally a minute, but he wins it back there, and he plays it to where he should have been. So, I mean, I don't think it's down to me to tell him that if he's got the ball, he's not going to be in the position where he should be. Mings will come, smashes it. Well, it's a switch ball. It's a brilliant switch ball as well to Buendia. Buendia pulls it back for Morgan Sansom, and that is just wide of the post. Ings now picks up the ball. Looks that ball through for Buendia. Always missed. Thought for all the world that was going to be 4-1. I think you heard the tone of my voice there. Thought that was going to be 4. It wasn't. And we've gone very attacking. Not that that's probably going to work. But at this point, let's just see if we can score a goal, as that is just a pointless ball. And we're under pressure yet again. As Martinez will smash it forward. Ings is probably going to win this ball. He does win it. De Fructus into Buendia. He'll find Ings, who's got away from his man. No, he doesn't. He goes out to the near side and De Fructus. There's it back to Luca Dean. Dean back to De Fructus. De Fructus into the box. No one goes with him, and Lafont makes a good save there. And I don't know with 2.5 minutes to play. I wanted to stick with this formation for as long as we could possibly go. I feel like this is the end of the 5-2-1-2, and we probably need to make changes in formation going into the next game. Hopefully that can provide us with some fortune, but at the minute I don't know. That ball goes over top for Sansom, and Lafont hangs on to it to his left, but again we've created nothing, and we were creating so much early on with this formation. It's just absolutely gone to pieces now. Looks like we're going to have to make some changes formation wise, because we are in some real trouble now. And just as I expected, we've got an F, and we're called in for a meeting. We're not happy with the current performance considering your position at the club. Why the team performed so badly? Grant me 1 more month. We're prepared to give you a month, but we need to improve. So we need to improve massively, and we could do with bringing in some players as well. We've got an update with Nicholas Dominguez, 24-year-old, £7.69 million. Another midfielder, Houssem Aouar from Lyon, from 19 to 23. Didn't really want to spend that much. And we've got Moses Simon from Nantes, who is a winger. We're not playing wingers at the moment, but that might change in the coming weeks. We'll have to look, because we've got Palace in 5 days, and we really need to make some changes to this formation to get the best out of this team. Time to make the changes. Lafont is in goal at the back four this time. Justin, Surnchu, Ndidi and Castagna. Samari and Mendy are 2 defensive midfielders. 1 defensive midfielder on support, 1 ball-winning midfielder on defend. Barnes on the left, Madison on the right, and Dennis Pratt plays behind Lewis Muriel. Hopefully he can get some form back together and add to those 10 goals that he has, and we need to really turn it around. We've gone for control possession, we've gone for one of the presets, and hopefully that can get us back 2 winning ways. Ward into Takura now. Considering we should be controlling possession, this is slightly worrying. And Mateta makes it 1-0 6.5 minutes in, and we are 100% going to get sacked. 100% going to get sacked. And well, this is a great start to Football Manager 2023. I don't think I got sacked on as that ball's headed over. I got sacked on FM22, but that was because the game glitched. That was in one of my YouTube saves last year. But never been sacked for poor performances. I've always managed to save myself. But this time, I think I'm in trouble. As Mateta now into the box again. And that's well done by... Seriously. Oh. We get away with that one because that was just... It was just pathetic, really. And again, 4 shots to 1 of ours. We've not had a shot on target, and we're not looking like shooters. Well, Mateta is in between the defenders again. Great tackle. It's going to be a penalty. When it rains, it pours, eh? It's good. Providing this is given a penalty, I think it will be. But yep, penalty is given. It didn't even show up that it was given as a penalty. It's going to be Osman Edouard. Oh, Lafont saves it. Edouard's going to get there first, so when Lafont just picks the ball up from his feet and just kick the ball, mate. You'd have had a goal there. But hopefully we can create something. We haven't had any possession in any of the highlights. And Justin's hit the ball with a fantastic volley there. Really well done. What is the possession stats? 49, 50%. We had more possession when we were playing the 5-2-1-2 rather than a controlled possession formation, supposedly. Eze puts the ball in. Justin led that away. Eze will now come back with it. Lays it back to Anderson. Ball over for Mateta. Great tackle. Ayew, and that's 2 good chances Jordan Ayew has had, and he's missed the pair of them. And we're quite lucky, really, because otherwise we would be in a world of bother. It's been terrible so far. None of them like being told off, but you are absolutely woeful at the minute, and there is no way to get around that. And at this point, where do we go with this? I'm not even sure. Mateta's it. What the actual? Mateta just doesn't. I've got no words. We'll watch this again. Jean-Philippe Mateta gets his second of the game. Ball goes into Ayew. Mateta's there, and Ndidi just sort of makes no attempt to do anything there, and we're going to lose again. And yeah, I have no clue. Midway through the second half, and I suppose if we were to get a goal now with 22 minutes to play, we'd be in an okay position, but there's nothing saying that he's not going to do something stupid. Oh my Jesus in Christ, what the hell? I mean, this was a really bad experiment, considering we have created absolutely nothing with this. and James Justin cleared that away. Iheanacho, Daka looks for Vardy. Vardy's in behind now. Oh, and Anderson's going to get there, and because apparently Vardy's got no pace now, Vardy pulls it back. Iheanacho miskicks it, scores. The man who's going to be leaving for £10 million has got his first of the season, and it's 2-1, and maybe we have a chance. Really well done by Vardy actually after the challenge coming in initially, and he dinked it into the corner. It's a really bizarre finish, but it's 2-1, and that's our first shot on target, and let's hope that we can create something. I've put 3 up front, as you can see. It's a bit of a mishmash of a formation, as Mateta is going to get there. Oh, I thought he was going to get there. Lafont looks up to Iheanacho. Can he get the flick on? Decore wins it, goes all the way back to Sam Johnson in the goal. He flicks it out to the left hand side, and Tyreek Mitchell now over halfway into the Leicester half looks for Schlupp. Schlupp's going to get there because our player decided to run away from it, and then we don't challenge for the header, and Mateta had a great chance to make it 3-1. Fires his header over the bar, and with 7 minutes left, Dewsbury Hall will put this in, headed away, and we've got no one on the edge of the box. And Milivojevic gives it to Decore. Schlupp now. There's a man outside of him if he makes the run, and he hasn't. And Castagna does a really good job there of just intercepting the ball. And Woot fires. I thought he was going to give the ball away there. Ball over the top. Kick. Oh, I thought Dewsbury Hall was going to get there. Decore flicks it away. Headers won by Justin. Dewsbury Hall wins it. And Daka now into the box. Pull it back. Iheanacho at the double. It's 2-2. Oh, what a... Well, I might start with this formation in the next game if we win. If we win this game and come back, I mean, even if we draw 2-2, I might start with this formation with with an attacking mentality. We have got a draw out of this somehow. Kelechi Iheanacho's got 2 goals in 8 minutes, 77 and 85, played an 8.6, done absolutely nothing this season, but we get a draw and we stop the rot of these defeats, and I'm going to play this formation in the next game. I think it's a very bizarre looking thing, but it worked for the 20 or so minutes it was there. So Southampton, next game, you'll see this once again. So we're once again going with this formation that saved us in the last game. It's Lafont in goal, the back 2 of Evans and Armati. Then you got Thomas as a left wing back, Albrighton as the right wing back, Uribe as a defensive midfielder on ball winning midfielder on defend, Soumaré a central midfielder on automatic. We're going to put him to central midfielder on attack, I think, and then we're going to move to attacking because that's what we changed. We changed to very attacking, but we just moved to attacking. Maddison is that attacking midfield role, the advanced playmaker. The 3 strikers are Vardy, Daka and Muriel, and I mean, we're hoping that we can do something here. Put Muriel down the middle, Daka one side, Vardy the other, and I mean, let's hope that, I mean, it did a job last time out. Let's see if we can do a job again. Maitland-Niles, Soumaré cuts that out there, flicks it out to Daka, and now with men forward for us, but Maitland-Niles takes it off his toes into Ifran Khan. Mara now, Mara into the box, it's a shot straight at Lafont. It was a poor effort, really well done from Lafont, and so far we haven't had any shots, even though we've got 3 strikers and an attacking midfielder on the pitch, which is slightly concerning. El Younesi now into the box, great save by Lafont, and he's made 2 decent saves here early on to keep us in this game, and it's kind of worrying that with this slight change to formation, how well it did in the last few minutes against... Oh, that header was close there. How it did in the last few minutes against Palace, that we haven't created a single shot yet in this first 20 minutes or so. And we're conceding all the chances. Ward-Prowse puts the ball in, headed away. Maitland-Niles will take it down. He gets the ball into the box. Can Thomas get the first? He can't. Joe Aribo won it. And Armati will just smash it into no man's land. Kaleta Carr. And he goes all the way back to Bazzuno. Fires it out to the left-hand side of Maitland-Niles. Maitland-Niles now over to Ifran Khan. Ifran Khan into El Younesi. El Younesi, and Lafont makes the 3rd good save of this first 20 minutes. His microphone just drops there. I think it's safe to say, 42 minutes in, that this formation hasn't worked today. I think that's safe to say. I'll happily admit that. El Younesi, Ifran Khan, and Lafont makes another good save. And it remains 0-0. And somehow Southampton aren't ahead in this game, because they should be. They should be miles ahead of us. And that corner is headed away there. Ward-Prowse will have another attempt to put it in. It's a poor cross, and Luke Thomas gets up there and heads it out on the near side for a throw-in. You just feel that the goal is coming, don't you? El Younesi now, back to goal. Into Mara, there it is, right on cue. There's going to be checked for offside, but on first inspection it didn't look offside. It looked like he was across the line. Goal is going to be checked, and goal is awarded right on the stroke of half-time. Southampton 1, Leicester 0, exactly what they deserve, to be honest, because this change in formation has provided no chances at all. Second half is underway here, and we have gone back to the 5-2-1-2, and you can't legislate for passes like that. We win the ball back, luckily, and it's fired up in Iheanacho now, who's turned to a little bit of a... I was going to say turned to a little bit of a hero after his 2 goals in the last game, but he does that in the first 3 minutes on the pitch. That ball's fired up long, Wout fires, wins ahead, that's straight to Elyounoussi, and it's cut out again, and that's better. And now can we make a simple pass? That would be the ideal thing right now, is to make a simple pass. The passing to feet is just not working, and Ward-Prowse now into Mara, who's in behind, and what dive was that? Answers on a postcard there, because I have absolutely no clue what the goalkeeper was doing. And ball into Ward-Prowse, through Tamara, takes a touch, and he just... Aribo now gets in behind, pulls it back, Urfa Khan and Lafont makes the save. I think we made all 5 subs at half time. I mean, it's only 5 minutes after half time. We just... I don't know. Header's gone wide. It's another corner kick. It was Castagna that actually made that header, and Ward-Prowse will take it from the near side now. He'll whip the ball in, and for Khan, back to Ward-Prowse, ball in the box. Mara heads it over. Marty, ball down the line for Castagna. Castagna takes it down, puts that ball in, and Coletta Carr can pick it up. Fired away to Irfan Khan. He can bring it away now. Ball into Mara. Mara through for Elyounoussi. Elyounoussi gets there first. It's 3-0. What's the point? Seriously, what's the point? Goal awarded. Of course it is. They didn't seem anything wrong with that. Elyounoussi gets his second of the season. And we have conceded 20 shots today. 20 shots. Southampton should be more than 3 up, realistically. And I don't know. I really don't know. This episode is coming to a close anyway. That header, I mean, they've had 3 or 4 really good chances. Their XG is only 3.24, but it probably should be out. It's another free kick. Ward-Prowse is going to whip this in, and they've hit the side netting yet again. And I don't know. I really don't know. 10 minutes left in this game now. It's just I don't know. It's just such a disappointment. We've probably got 4 or 5 games left to save this career. Otherwise, we're in some serious trouble, and we have 100% not fixed the Foxes, because they started poorly and they're starting to play better now. We started pretty well for the most part, and now we're just putting in these awful performances. And I'll show you before we end this episode sort of the turn in form that we had as Dennis Pratt gets in. We scored a goal. Dennis Pratt gets a goal. It's 3-1, 5 minutes to play. Doesn't really make a blind bit of difference, really. Ball over the top. Iheanacho went up for it. Castagna got there first. His ball into Iheanacho, and then he just sort of turned it around the corner into the path of Dennis Pratt, and it's a nice little finish from him. It's 3-1. It's our second shot on target, so it's not the end of the world. Dewsbury Hall. Oh, could have been 3-2 there. Bazuna makes a good save, considering he's not done a fat lot all day, and he hasn't had to. It was a decent save, really. A 3-2 going to stoppage time would have been kind of interesting, but no such luck. It looks as if we're going to lose 3-1, and we need something massively now. I don't know what we're going to do. Far from pleased with that result. Luke Thomas is disenchanted. Everyone else is just... Wish Mara would have saved that for next week. We'll work on it and see how it goes. We're down to 13th now. 21 points. I'm just going to show you the schedule, as I've made a couple of offers for players, and it's 8 without a win. So let's just go through. So we had this run here. We beat Fulham in the league. We lost to Leeds. We beat Forest, Newcastle, Spurs. That was on Monday, I believe it was. Then we beat Brighton off camera. Lost against Liverpool, which was expected. Beat Chelsea, which was a great performance. Then we came back on camera yesterday. Wolves lost 3-0. Bournemouth drew 1-1. Arsenal, we were unlucky. That was a 5-4 game. To be fair, I say we were unlucky. Thinking back, we were 5-3 down. It wasn't as if they nicked it. They were always ahead in that game. Lost 2-1 to Brentford. Lost to Ipswich in an awful performance. Lost 2-1 to Man United. We were level for most of the game. And then we came back today. Lost 3-1 against Villa. Drew 2-1 against Palace, but we were lucky. And then we beat Southampton 3-1. We are going to end the episode here. And I don't know if we're going to come back as manager of this club. We've got Fulham, we've got Tottenham, we've got Newcastle. I forgot when we said we were going to come back because my brain's gone a little bit frazzled with all this. I think we were going to come back for the Liverpool and Brighton game around the start of Feb. I might still be in charge at that point. I have no idea because we are in some serious problems. We've realistically got these 3 or 4 games to save our career. We need to beat Spurs and Newcastle. We need something against Liverpool. But it is what it is. If you've liked the video, please leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. And I'll see you next time when we may still be Leicester manager. Who knows?